Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 17, 2021. Let's do a quick market prep for tomorrow, November 18, 2021. Let's look at beaten down stocks here. These can really go higher. And let's look at stocks with a high short ratio. Could be a nice swing trading opportunity. And let's look at low price stocks ready to go higher. I love low price stocks because downside is limited, upside is enormous. And let's look at top stocks to sell put options and generate some consistent monthly income. And we can look at top stocks to buy call options here, and you can participate in the upward move of the stock. And also let's look at insider buys and institutional buys. Especially when the stock is down, if an insider makes a huge purchase or insider buys a lot, that could be a turning point for stock to go higher. And let's also look at TTM Squeeze here and see what stocks can go out of the trading range, either higher or lower. We will focus on stocks that will go higher so we can participate in the upward momentum here. So with that, let's jump in here. From a market perspective, as you can see here, all the major indices are down today. Dow Jones down 211 points, Nasdaq down 52, S&P 500 down 12. This is a one-day chart, as you can see here. Markets kind of rolled over today. From a news item perspective here, we got inflation is in the process of peaking here. According to Wells Fargo, we got to be a little bit careful with inflation. You hear the news about a labor shortage, semiconductor shortage, oil higher. All these can cause some inflation here. We'll watch that carefully. And then we got here our Kathy Wood here, our friend. She's basically saying as long as we don't fall into recession here, we'll be in a long bull market. So we will watch this carefully and go from there. And we got here our President Joe Biden. He's asking the FTC to investigate whether oil and gas companies are artificially boosting the cost of gasoline. So this can cause some pressure on the gas stocks here and the energy stocks. We'll see how it goes. So with that, let's jump in here and go into Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade. So as you look through here, let's quickly bring up a chart here. Look at our futures here. So as you look through the futures market here, we got S&P 500. S&P 500 is trying to open higher, as you can see here, up by 6 points here. And Nasdaq futures also up nicely. Nasdaq is up 38 points. That's a good one here. And we got Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's also trying to go up higher, up 13 points as of now. And you got Russell here. Russell is also trying to go higher. Typically, after this big drop like today, typically futures will open up a little higher. That's what's going on here. This can change overnight. We'll see how it goes. And when it comes to the bond market here, so the bonds, as you see here, we got the bond here. Bonds are also going slowly a little bit higher here. Interest rate is coming down. This is a good setup for the stocks here. Stocks love interest rates coming down a little bit. So that's a good news here. We'll see how it goes. This can also change overnight. Crude oil is coming down a little bit. That's a good news here. That can help with the inflation a little bit. I think it's a good one here. And we got gold here. Gold is pretty strong here. I would buy gold on any pullback here and take it from there. So let's look at a few stocks now. And before we look at stocks here, let's look at skew here. I love this skew indicator, which can really tell us whether stocks are going to go up or down. As you look here, we got S&P 500 rocket ship almost at the top here. And we got skew. Skew is just at 141. So because skew is low here, I'm not too much worried about stock market going down at present here, at least not this week. If the skew is higher above 150 or so, I'll be a little bit worried. But right now, I don't think there's a cause for any fear here. I think if it goes higher above 150, I'll be worried a little bit. So with that, let's jump in here and look at few stocks. So as you look through here, we got Apple. Apple is doing great. It's a rocket ship here. We'd wait for a little pullback here to buy Apple. Right now, it's not right time to buy Apple. Microsoft, rocket ship here. Let's wait for a pullback. RSI is 72, a little high for me. Amazon is also high here. Right now, RSI is 60. It's a great stock. On the down days, you could buy Amazon, but right now it's a little high. Facebook, on the other hand, you could still buy some Facebook here, or a size 53. Stock is trying to decide where to go here. You could still buy some Facebook or Meta on any pullbacks here. Let's look at a few more here and go from there. All right, so we got Google. Google is a rocket ship here. I would not touch Google here. Let it come down. Same story with Netflix. It's rocket ship. RSI 63. We should wait for a little pullback here. And same story with the Nvidia and J&J. As you can see here, Nvidia is doing great here. They had their earnings announcement. I think stock might. Let's see how it goes here. It might go higher tomorrow. And we got J&J here. J&J is a good one to buy even up here. As you can see here, J&J pretty much, RSI is very low here. You could still buy some J&J and go from there. And let's look at a few more here. There you go. And we got Lockheed Martin here. Lockheed Martin, you could still buy here. RSI is 48. You could still buy some great stock here, Lockheed Martin, and accumulate. AbbVie is a little high for me right now. Let's wait for a little pullback here. And same is the story with the Accenture rocket ship here. We should wait for a little pullback to buy Accenture. And CrowdStrike, you could still buy here. RSI is 48. It's a great cybersecurity stock. I would buy and accumulate at these levels here. And let's look at a few more here. So Home Depot and Lowe's both are high here. I would not buy them here. TJX, nice, gap up here after today's earnings. I would wait for a little pullback on this one also. Same story with McDonald's. It's super hot right now. We should wait for a little pullback before buying McDonald's. And let's look at one or two more here. The bank stocks here and the financial stocks in general, you could buy them here. Goldman Sachs, low RSI, just 40 here. JP Morgan. Goldman Sachs is also low here. 38 is the RSI. You could still buy Goldman Sachs here. Square is a good one to buy here. It's a great company right now. It's on a sale here. You could buy some Square stocks here and participate in upward momentum. And PayPal is down to earth here. You could buy some PayPal and take it from there. And let's look at one more here. And we got Tesla here. Tesla, after going low for a couple of days, is trying to go higher here. I would wait for a little pullback to buy Tesla. On the other hand, NIO, you could still buy here. Anytime NIO is below $40, you should accumulate some NIO and take it from there. On the other hand, Lucid and Fisker both are super hot here. Even Rivian is also hot. I would not touch them here. With that, let's look at one more here. So today we had a huge big drop in StoneCo. As you can see, a StoneCo down by $10 or 34%. I will cover StoneCo tomorrow in a little more detail in my deep dive. But StoneCo, it could be a good time to slowly accumulate given stock has come down so badly. Because Brazil is going through some tough issues with the inflation, high unemployment, we should slowly buy, don't buy too much, so that we can slowly buy and accumulate this great stock here, StoneCo. And PaySafe, after dropping big time here, still going slowly down here. I think it's good to slowly accumulate some PaySafe here and go from there. And we got Sawa here, or Kasawa. Cassava came down pretty hard here. There is some SEC investigation to see if there is some issue with the stock and insider type trading here. Stock came down pretty hard here. I think it's good to buy if you're a contrarian. You can accumulate some stock here. Looks like $36 or so is a good support level for Cassava. And then you got Marathon Digital here. It's a Bitcoin play. It's coming down pretty hard, as you can see here. It's good to buy some Marathon Digital here and take it from there. So with that, I think we let's cover few stock items here and then jump in. As you look through here, we got Cisco. Cisco dropped 6% after the earnings and guidance earnings here. Guidance disappoints. As you can see here, Cisco has done around 37% in 1 year, and in 1 day, 2 day, 5 day, 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, they're down. I think it's good to buy some Cisco. At these levels here, I'm sure tomorrow it might come a little more down here because this is before the market closed. I think after the market closed, it came down further, as you can see here. Could be a good to buy slowly and accumulate Cisco. This stock, if it comes down pretty hard, typically it bounces back nicely in at least in a month or so. And then you got Nvidia here. Nvidia is a rocket ship. I think they beat on the sales and earnings. Stock is going higher. I think before the market close, it came down a little bit. I think it might go higher, but I would wait to buy Nvidia here. RSI 75, very high for me here. TJ Maxx also went higher after beating the earnings. I would wait for a little pullback on this one too. On the other hand, here StoneCo, one of my favorite Brazilian play here, reports a Q3 loss, and the revenue estimates are doing very well. Stock came down pretty hard here. Brazil is going through some tough time with the inflation, and there are some defaults on the consumer loans. That's why stock came down pretty hard, especially because they reported a loss here. And then you got Cassava here. Cassava shares drop following SEC investigation. So as you can see, a nice big drop here in Cassava. And we got here Marathon Digital. I think this could be a high risk, high reward opportunity. I agree with this statement here. Stock has come down pretty hard here. It could be good to slowly accumulate some Marathon Digital here. And then we got Visa. Visa took a big hit after Amazon says they will stop accepting Visa's UK card here. I think it's got a little bit higher rate. That's why Amazon did not like it and stock came down promptly. So with that, now let's jump in and look at some exchange traded funds and look at some trends here. So with that, let's jump in here, and these are our ETFs here. As you look through here, we got XLF for financials. Financials are down a little bit today here. As you can see here, down 1 day, down in 5 day, down in 10 day. RSI is 55. I think right now it's coming to a stage where you can buy some great financial stocks at a good discount level. We'll look at some of those. And as you scan through here, I will not cover all of them. I think utilities are in a good spot to buy slowly, given RSI is a little bit lower here. And as you scan through here, we got XOP, oil patch is down. Communications, think about Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat. They're all good to buy at these levels here with the low RSI. Materials, there are some good buys in materials. RSI is 52. You should still look at some materials and buy them. And last but not least, we got TLT here. Interest rates are taking a little bit breather here. That's a good, bonds are taking a little bit breather here. That's a good news for stock market. So with that, let's look at major trend here and see what we can make out. From a major trend perspective, clean energy is doing great here. A lot of people are buying into clean energy type stocks here. On the other hand, the human genomics itself is doing not great. Look here, Cathy Wood's genomics revolution came down 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, 1 month. It's a good time to buy some of these great gene editing stocks here. They seem to be down big time. As you look through here, we got cannabis here. You could still buy great cannabis names here. Lithium, think about batteries. The battery stocks are good here. You could buy some. And as you scan through here, we got Fintech. Fintech got great opportunities, low RSI. Cloud names, I think they're also taking some breather here. Last year, all these cloud names did very well with work from home economy. Right now, folks are going out. That's why some of these cloud names are a little bit down here. You could buy some great stocks like Twilio as an example, or DocuSign, and so on and so forth. As you scan through here, we've got a few more here. Looks like Ethereum and Bitcoin both are a little bit down here. We could look at this patch here and buy some great stocks like Marathon Digital as an example, and BT, and a couple other names here. Social media, you could buy some great social media stocks here. They're down. And UFO, or the space stocks here, you could buy some of those also. So with that, now let's look at countries and see what's going on here. So United States is doing great here. I would not touch SPY here. But on the other hand, Brazil is really having very hard time. You could buy some EWZ slowly and accumulate, or you could buy some great stocks like PAGS, StoneCo, and slowly accumulate them and take it from there. And as you scan through here, you've got China. China is a little bit weak today, but still RSI is high. Not a good time to buy China. It was a great time to buy China last month. As you scan through here, we got a few more here. EWY, South Korea is a good one here, low RSI. Russia is a good one here as you scan through. And we got a few more with the low RSI. The things you see in the green here, you could buy slowly in those areas and go from there. So with that, now let's look at stock market and see what stocks we can buy here and take it from there. All right, from a stock market perspective, let's put a quick filter on here, and let's see what has dropped big time today, and that could be a good place to start. As you scan through here, let's do a 1 day down here. So look here, we got StoneCo. StoneCo is the first one here. StoneCo dropped big time in 1 day, 34% drop in 1 day. That's a huge drop here. I think this company announced a nice revenue growth, but they had a loss here. Earnings are they announced a loss here. That's why stock came down pretty hard here. Brazil is going through a lot of issues here with the inflation and high unemployment. I think it's a slowly good to buy some StoneCo into this huge big drop here and accumulate. Look what happened in like a couple of weeks ago, where PAGS dropped big time. Now it's slowly trying to gain some momentum here. I would be slowly accumulating some StoneCo here and take it from there. We will cover StoneCo in detail tomorrow in a deep dive and look at some more details on StoneCo. As you look through, we got a few more here. We got ODT, Bitbrother, and so on and so forth. Keep watching how the gross margin here, and keep watching how the stock is behaving into this downturn. So as usual, look at the sales growth yearly or quarterly and gross margin. That will kind of help you to eliminate some weak links and go after stronger candidates. StoneCo, as you can see here, nice gross margin, nice one year sales. You could buy such companies here. Even Bitbrother as an example, it's been coming down off late, still a little bit high RSI for me. I would wait for a little more pullback here and go from there. As you scan through here, we got a few more here. We got second sites down big time here. This one could be a good one to slowly accumulate. It's a great stock here. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. Cassava came down big time here. Arrival, it's a EV stock here, down big time, 19%. You could slowly accumulate that one too. Look here, we got CYTH here. nice quarter over quarter sales growth, nice gross margin. You could accumulate that one too. Rivian, after running high for a couple of days, down big here, down 15%. We should wait for more pullback here. So with that, what we'll do now is if you look at a 5-day drop here and then start looking at some trends and take it from there. So with that, let's click on 5-day here, and we'll sort by 5-day drop. All these stocks have dropped big time in 5 days here. And you should also look at how the stock is behaving in the near term here. For example, stocks like TAK here, after dropping big time in 5 days, it's some improving in 1 day. That's a good one to buy. And even Record, you could look at this one also. I typically love to look at a 10-day drop here, and then it will tell you if the stock is improving in 5 day or 1 day. Let's look at that for a quick minute here. Oops, sorry, 10-day drop. All right, these top stocks have dropped big time in 10 days, and you could watch what's happening in the near term in 1 day, 5 day. If you see a small bounce here, those could be a good one to slowly buy some. As example, Kala here. I think it's the Kala. Kala is nicely bouncing back in 10-day here. You could slowly buy some of those names here. And same thing with the Taboola. Taboola is also bouncing back in 1 day here. And such names are the good ones here. Now what we'll do is we'll look at progressively stronger stocks here. We'll start with the high, or a positive gross margin here, and eliminate some weak links. And we also need low RSI candidates, not high RSI. And let's also look at low debt candidates. So now we are getting somewhere. We're getting stronger names here with the nice quarterly growth here, and good gross margin, and also low debt. You could look at these names here and slowly buy them into this weakness, and keep watching. Some of these stocks are trying to bounce back here. Those could be a good one to slowly accumulate and take it from there. And as you look here, we got our friend StoneCo here. StoneCo down big time here. I think it's good to slowly accumulate. Look here, we got JAMF. JAMF, after dropping big time today, also it dropped a little bit. I think JAMF could be okay at this levels. You could slowly buy some JAMF here. I know there is some competition from Apple, but it could be okay for at these levels. And we got few more here as we scan through here. We got Wheels Up, and we got Lightspeed. Look, keep watching some of these stocks like Vimeo here, trying to bounce back. Could be a good one in a low price stock, just $22 here. And we got YMAB. YMAB is also trying to bounce back here. Could be a good one to buy at these levels here. Nice, great gross margin as you can see here. And we got few more. Oatly, after dropping big time today also it dropped a little bit. We should watch this carefully. I think it's okay to slowly accumulate some Oatly at these levels here. And what we'll do now, I also like Green Box here. Green Box could be a good one to slowly accumulate. It's again a crypto type play here. And what we'll do now is we will look at the positive quarter over quarter sales growth here, and see even stronger candidates. There you go. These are stronger candidates here. Still a big drop in 10 days as you can see here. But nice sales growth, nice gross margin. These are stronger candidates. You could slowly buy and take it from there. Keep watching. We have nice candidates here. DCPH, REKR, and so on and so forth. Few names are trying to turn around slowly. Cinedigm, after dropping big time yesterday, look here, nice swing here, 10% higher. Moderna, again, one of my favorite stock here, trying to go higher. So these are some good names you could buy. And what we'll also do is we'll say net margin positive here, so that way we'll look at even stronger candidates and go from there. All right, now you are getting stronger candidates here. Still low RSI, which means stocks have dropped, pulled back pretty hard. You could buy these names here. These are much stronger names here, because there is a these companies make money the net margin is positive, so you could buy these names here. Some of the names like, see, 3D Systems, one of my favorite here, still going lower. You could slowly accumulate here. Fortuna Silver, after dropping big time, it's trying to improve here. You could buy that one too. And even Celsius Holdings that we covered last time here, I think it's a good one to buy at these levels and take it from there. And we got a few more like TCMD here. That's also a good one. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin, as you can see here. And we got a few more names you could look at and buy slowly. Look here, we got apps here, Digital Turbine, a great company. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. So now what we'll do is, now that we have seen this list here, you could buy some of these names slowly and accumulate. Look here, we got BT at $10 here, down even today. I think it's slowly good to buy some of these names here. EXPI, another great stock here. This is also a good one to accumulate at these levels here. Proto Labs, 3D printing stocks down here. I think it is slowly good to buy some of these 3D printing stocks here and go from there. Dynatrace, it's a cyber security play, good one. So with that, what we'll do now is we'll filter it out and look at the high short ratio stocks. I know many of you love to buy high short ratio stocks and participate in the swing. So with that, if I click on this high short ratio here, let's also do volume greater than 1 million here, so that we get stronger candidates and high short ratio. All right, so now we got high short ratio stocks here. Let's start from top here. BKKT, it's a high short ratio, 85%. Then you got AGC, Hippo, and so on and so forth. What we'll do is we'll look at and low RSI candidates. So that way we want to look at the stocks that are fallen down here. That could be a great opportunity here. Stocks with a high RSI, they are not good to buy, but you should buy the stocks with low RSI. That will really help you to participate in the upward swing or the short covering rally. So with that, let's look at low RSI candidates here. Now we are getting nice low RSI candidates here. These are the good one to participate in the short squeeze situation. We can even go a notch higher and look at only positive gross margin companies. That will pare down the list further. As you look here, we got nice companies here like Huron Therapeutics, high short ratio here, nice gross margin, nice quarter over quarter sales here. You could buy such stocks and take it from there. Even thread up here, I think it's a good one here. Stock is down big time, and there is a nice gross margin. You could buy this one also. And you got a few more as you can scan through here. I think these all work here. I love even Space, Virgin Galactic at these levels here. Stock is beaten down big time. You could buy that one also. Good RX, one of my favorite here. Even Doximity is a great one here. So with that, these are the stocks with the high short ratio. As you scan through here, it's decreasing more and more, and we should typically stop around 10% here, and we should not go below the 10% because then there is not too much short swing type situation here. As you scan through, we got a few more. Square is one of my favorite. Not sure who is shorting Square, but as you can see, a high 10% short ratio. And now we are dropping off below 10%. You should look at some of the names like DraftKings. It's a good one also. And now what we'll do is we'll look at net margin positive companies, or let's start with the low debt candidates here, and then let's look at net margin positive. Now we are getting low debt candidates here. These are also great ones here with a high short ratio, low debt. Look here, Tattooed Chef. I think they had a nice earnings here. Stock went up nicely. I think it's a good one. Still RSI is low, but stock went up nicely today. And we got a few more names like Toast, ThreadUp, Tiger, so on and so forth. You should look at these companies with a high short ratio, low RSI. These are good ones. And now we can say, give me only positive net margin. You will not see too many stocks here with the positive net margin, but it's good to look at positive net margin companies with the high short ratio if available. See here, we got some names here with the positive net margin. As you see here, it's all positive and high short ratio. These are the good ones you could buy. These can really help you to participate in the swing trading type opportunity here. Few stocks are low price. See here, Excel Fleet, low price here. Alto, NLS. These are low price stocks here. You could participate in the short squeeze opportunity. And even Tiger, BT, same story here. So with that, I think these are the good ones you could buy. So next, what we'll do is we'll look at what stocks we can sell put options and make some good money. So with that, let's go in here, and typically what we'll do is we'll look at the stocks, the volume greater than 500k. That's our starting point. And then we'll do high IV percentile sort here. So typically with a high IV percentile, you'll get some good premium in. All right, so looks like some of the filter is causing some issue here. Let's filter that out, and let's say volume greater than 500k, and we want high IV percentile at the top here. All right, nothing is coming for the high IV percentile. Let's filter it again and just look by high IV percentile. Oh, I see. So we don't have IV percentile populated yet today. We'll cover that later, maybe in tomorrow's session. So with that, what we'll do next is we'll look at the stocks where we can buy some call option and go from there. So typically when you want to buy call option, you want RSI to be low. So let's click on RSI here. Let's also say volume greater than 1 mil and low RSI. And we want low IV percentile. I think IV percentile is not populated today, but typically you could look at these names here. I think instead of call option, let's look at buying the stock outright here. These stocks, these are pulled back pretty hard, as you can see here, with the low RSI. You could buy the stock outright, take advantage of this huge big drop here in last 10 days and go from there. Keep watching here. We got some great stocks here. CRTX here, one of my favorite, dropping big time. You could buy that one too. Lemonade is a great one here. Stock is down big time, low RSI. I think all these stocks will work here, given they're down nicely. Next, what we'll do is we'll look at low price stocks here, so that way we can participate in the low price stock. Typically, it's always good to buy low price stock with nice appreciation and a nice sales growth here. So now we have low price stocks, as you can see here, and now we can say give me good gross margin companies here. Let's say positive gross margin, and let's say low debt here. Now we are progressively getting better names here, and we should also say positive sales growth. So now we are getting great stocks here. As you can see, are still they're down big time in last 10 days. Um, we can say sort by last 10 days here, and go from there. There you go. So all these names, nice sales growth here, nice gross margin, and low debt, as you can see here. All great stocks, with the beaten down at this time, low stock price. You could buy these names here and take it from there. Keep watching some names here. Jumia is a good one here, and we got VRAY, AWH, one of my favorite here, and so on and so forth. Even B and GO is a good one here. You could buy that one too. So these are the great stocks with a low stock price. You could still buy and participate in this nice rally here. So with that, let's look at one or two more things here and take it from there. So one thing we saw is fintech is down. So let's see if we can buy some fintech names. So let me filter here and go into the fintech area here. All right, so we got Fintech right here. So as we look through Fintech here, let's also sort this by 10-day down here. Look here, we got some of these fintechs names. We got PaySafe down big time. We got StoneCo down big time today, as we talked about. And then you got Upstart here, all down big time. Let's also choose the low RSI candidates so that way you can benefit from it. So these are low RSI candidates, all fintech, down big time in 10 days. You could buy these names here given there is a nice let's also say positive gross margin here. We'll eliminate some weak links. So look here, we got a great fintech plays here down big time today. You could buy some of these names here and participate in upward momentum and take it from there. And let's see what else we can cover quickly. Go back here. We covered let's look at insider and institution buy and then TTM squeeze. So as we look through here, let's do auto filter again, and let's say volume greater than 1 mil, and let's look at insider buy to begin with. Let's give it a minute. All right, so we got great stocks here, all volume greater than 1 mil. As you see here, we got great names here. You could look at these names here and buy along with these insiders slowly and accumulate. Let's also say we want low RSI, so we want to make sure these are beaten down stocks, and also we want say low debt here. We don't want high debt here, and we want positive gross margin. So you can see here now we whittled the list down here, but these are great candidates. You could buy these candidates here with nice insider buying here. You can go maybe up to say 8% or so here, and buy some of these names given insiders are buying heavily, and stocks like AEI all set. Look here, we got insiders buying, institutions also buying. That's a good one here. And we got few more same scenario here, insiders buying, institution buying like GOED. Even Toast is a good one here. You could buy that one too. And we got even SRGA is one of my favorite here. You could buy that one too. So with that, these are the stocks with a nice insider buy here. Next, what we'll do is let's look at stocks with the institution buy here. Let's click on institution buy and give it a minute here. There you go. So these are the stocks, we apply the same, filters here to get the stronger candidates here. These will work here. We got Wheels Up, DH, BT, all with a nice institution buy. I would not go below maybe 8% here. I would stop somewhere here. I also like Doximity and Sunworks. These are the ones you could look at. And if you want nice candidates, you could look at sales growth here, quarter over quarter, and gross margin positive. Companies like BT here, Boxlight apps, they all work nicely here. You could look at those names and take it from there. And then last but not least, let's look at TTM squeeze indicator. Let me put this auto filter on here and say volume greater than 1 million shares. All right. So with that, let's jump in here and let's just say squeeze. We want squeeze names, and let's turn off some of these columns here so we don't get distracted. All right. So these are the names with the nice TTM squeeze indication by John Carter. So these stocks need to make some move higher or lower. Let's do it this way. And let's also look at the stronger candidate with low RSI here. TTM squeeze with low RSI. Those are the good ones you could buy, and we could also say net margin, gross margin positive here, so that we get a little more stronger candidates. There you go. So these ones you could slowly buy into this weakness here, and participate. Let's hide this here. All right, let's quickly hide some of these row columns here. There you go. You should look at some of these names here. As you can see here, AHT, we got a squeeze in a weekly here, and we got EEFT, a squeeze in a day time frame. These are the ones you could take a look at. The ones I like the most are the ones where there is some improvement in 1 day, 5 day, like high max. High max, it's got a 3 day squeeze here. There is some improvement in 5 day that tells you this can go higher. And keep watching here. We got CGSP here. There's some improvement here also that tells you this also has a positive bias. So I like the names where there's a improvement in 1 day and 5 day, and there's a squeeze that tells you when the squeeze with this squeeze it can go higher. So those are the names I like the most. As you can see here, we've got Anaplan here. Anaplan is also going higher. That's a good one. And you can look at few more candidates like Bax is one of my favorite here. You could do Bax also. And you could look at Fortuna Silver here. It's also trying to go up in 1 day. And we got few more as you can scan through here. Electronic Arts, it's okay. It's improved in 1 month here. You could look at that one too. And we got few more as you can scan through here. We got Coupa. Coupa also wants to go higher, and we got few more that wants to go higher. So with that, we'll stop here and we'll pick up tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll look at StoneCo and go from there. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.